Hi guys, this is Vijay. So today we are going to talk about that USB forensic analysis. So situation is here we have one scenario. We have game dev software. Soft is a company development company which is mainly known for the game development. One of their employee in the main office was seen using his colleague laptop and had plugged in USB on that particular laptop. When he was confronted about this incident, he said that he was helping to fix an issue and that never plugged any USB in this computer. The evidence is shows that he definitely used that USB, and to show this particular evidence, we are going to see that we are going to do some due diligence. We are going to do some log analysis to verify that this particular issue. So our goal is to prove that USB was truly connected to this computer and then pinpoint that USB for the certain user accounts, like which particular user has used this particular USB and what was the timer, what was the vendor of USB, when he first used, when his last use. So these all the details we're gonna get from the window registry folder. In the registry folder, you will see that a lot of user details will be there, like anti-user details, security, software, and system. In the system, all the event uh, USB port event related logs will be saved in the system file. So we're gonna analyze the system file as well as the anti-user file for the user details. So how we examine, sorry. So what we're gonna go, our goal is here is, so what we're gonna learn from here. So we will learn that how to examine the window artifacts related to the USB device, how to profile a connected, how to profile a connected USB device to the connect to the specific user account, how to use the Reaper to analyze the window registry artifact. So we're gonna use the one tool, so the Reaper. That's a very famous tool for the any logs analysis. So there is two version of this tool is graphical interface and the CLI. So I'm going to use a graphical interface because this is much more easier to run that. So our scenario is, so first is we are going to analyze that window registry artifacts. We are going to locate that uh, USB used USB details. So for example, if you want to get that when this particular USB used, what was the vendor name, what was the first time this they have connected, when they last time connected, what was the duration of this, all the details we're gonna get from the system file. Okay, so all the details usually save in the system within the system. That's USB store. That's one of the uh, because subfolders within the system of file. You will be able to find this all the details. Second task is to check that the user details. The particular user which has connected the laptop or USB in the on the laptop, how what particular user has connected. Okay. Okay. So let's see that detail. So I have the lab. I have one lab here. In this particular lab, I have tool which we call that rig. So if I go to other, yeah. So I have 3.0 version of this. I'm going to open this particular tool. Then I will say that browse the system file. So I have file which is sitting in my C drive, which is C drive, then DFP. Then I have labs, module 6. These are the window registry I have. So there is system file. If you see that one system file is there, I'm going to open this. Then I'm going to create one folder to save this particular uh, report. So it's a system Reaper, then I will save it. The moment I will see that, I will see the repeat. So all the report will be automatically generated in the text format. The reason is to use this tool is, so system file by default is encrypted file. You cannot use you cannot use for the analysis as a like plain file. Let me show that. So if I go to the lab here, if I go system, system. If I double click on this, you will be not able to just encrypted mode of the file. So I have to decrypt this file with the specific log. So if I go here, you will see that the Reg Reaper has generated two reports here related to this one. If I open this, this is the environmental details, all these things. We do not need to worry about that. This is the main second file is the main file. So if I go here, so you will see that all the details. So what need to be checked? We need to check that USB logs, right? So I will type here USB store, then search. So if you see here, USB store is here. So if I go USB store, so if I go here, so if I go to below now, okay, so this is the file. Okay, so if you see here, USB device, in the USB devices section, you will see two USB card. Okay, one is this one, saying that this particular disk bin, the emission product was connected to here. So what was the vendor here is, so if I say here, so if I go here, I will say that uh, vendor is emission. I will say that product. I will say Nano Pro. And I will say revision number, which I see here, PMAP. Okay. Then I will say the serial number of this disk. So USB. So this is the serial number. So this is serial number. I will say copy this. This is the serial number. Okay. Then I will say friendly name, last connected, first time connection. Is all the details you can extract from here. Okay. This is the USB name, and this is the first installer device. Then is the last was this one. Last removal was this one. So for like few seconds they connected. The employee connected for a few seconds, then he removed that. Then in the second log, it says that the second device is also there. So there was two USB. First USB details we already have, right? If I go to the second USB details, you will see that this is the Lixer USB bundle. Then last time he connected here, this one. So for a few seconds, he connected two USB drives. Okay. This is the how you extract that information. Now, if I go to here, uh, from this particular result, it's clear that each device was exactly 1 second after it was first connected to the system, okay, within a fraction of seconds. So now we need to check that the drive related to USB that have been used on this particular system. This can be checked going to the location. We call that mount device. So if I search here, mounted devices. If I go to the mounted devices here, so here we go. In the mounted devices, you will see that this is the device signature. Okay, these are the device signature. So from this particular signature, you can identify that USB details, volume details of this particular USB, which has been connected, device details, and all the details you can find from here. Okay, that's pretty much all the information you can get from here. Okay. Now, if you want to get that, the volume here, if I go to the volume, this one. Now, if you want to check that, which particular volume is connected by which particular, right? So I have this particular volume, which we call that. So if I go here, I think this is the volume. This is the volume, I think. Yeah. Or if I go to, so if I go to down, yeah. So let's figure it out. Which particular, I have two volumes. So I think this particular volume was connected. So if I go to the USB store, I can get here which particular volume was connected, right? So if I go to here, so if I go to not here, here we go. So this is the volume which was connected, right? This was the volume 53.7F something. So if I go to the mount disk here, mount mounted device, not mount. So if I go to the mounted devices, if I go up, this is the, I think, mounted details. Uh, where is that? Yeah, this one. So if I say here, these are the details. So now if I go to the user check, this is the, like, I hope you got that all the details, right? This is like details, which particular, what is the serial number, all the details, a lot of things are there, which you can definitely check that one to one. So this is all the kind of details you can get from this particular tool. Now, second thing is how we can figure out now profile, which particular profile the user or user which use for USB device, right? So now if I go to this particular tool now, again, if I select the another file name, which we call that anti-user file for the second task. For second, this system, right? We have got all the details for the from the system file. Which details we have got? We have got these details. Now, second detail is in this particular task, you are required to complete the USB forensic analysis you started and prove that user device that were connected to this machine was used by the specific user. You are also required to identify when USB was used. So all the details related to the suspect accounts will be getting from the ut dot this one. So I will go to here. I will say ut dot file. Then I will generate with the saying that ut user rig report. Okay, I will save again. Here we go. I will again repeat. So it will generate the two readable files. First file, you will get all the a bunch of related details, which you can ignore that. If you open second file, you open second file, so and search it here, search it mount. Since I have just one user, so I already know the details of the user. Okay, and which particular user had that. So now based on the geo ID, we have found that previously like which particular uh, disk ID was connected, right? Based on our system file details. Now, let's go to the and search for the mount points two. Now, if I say the mount point two here, you will see that get user details, all the users related information will be saved here. And if I go here, volume, you can see the volumes here. These are the volumes. If you match with the details, sorry, users, if I go here, if you match the time, you will see that the time is exactly matching which we required here. Look here. All the times are exactly matching which has been used here. Now, if you see that which particular user is the one, so user ID is this one, UT mount point to user. Okay, that's the user ID. If you have the like bunch of user and if you don't know the specific user, you can definitely filter it out. But if you do not have the user, always check that volume remote device, this one. So always use this particular device. If I go to system file, in a system file, if I search here this particular details, okay, I will say that FB7 F9. If you see that this particular volume was connected, and it's exactly showing that remote device was this one, and this is the user last write time. Okay, and this is the user. What was the user? This is the user. Yeah, so this is all I wanted to show that how you're gonna check that, how you can easily identify that or easily you can do that the USB forensic analysis using the one open standard tool you can download from anywhere in the google.com. Thanks for watching. We connect you in different system.